Hi, this is Randy Johnson, and I wanted to shoot a quick message before I head out and have a awesome family day. So you ever have people and come to you and say, hey, this is what's typical. Typically people have this, or, they use the word typically. Well, today I want to talk about what's typical versus what's possible. And, a lot of times, when you're a parent, you will put your kid into Pop Warner football or into a basketball league or some event. And what's typical is that, most people don't make the NFL. Most people don't make the NBA or make any kind of a professional career. But what's possible is that you could have the next, Michael Jordan or LeBron James on your hand, or you could have the next Peyton Manning or Tom Brady on your hands. So whenever we're looking at things, you never look at what's typical. You always look at what's possible, especially when you're looking at your kids. What's also typical is that, you could go and become a church member, and typically everyone's just an average church member. What you could end up being is, the next Joel Osteen or someone who's leading more than just your congregation, who's leading a nation. What's typical is that most people come into a military establishment and, they just, do their 20 years or so and become maybe a E6 or E7 kind of a level. What's possible is that you could end up being a legendary Master Chief, like my good friend Chevy Brown. What's typical is that you could be a regular distributor in network marketing. What's possible is that you could be a value monster, like my good friend Ray Higdon. See, a lot of times we have so many examples and we'll think what's typical. What's typical is that you'll get into a relationship and it won't last. But what's possible is when you see that person, you never think, this probably is not going to work out, so I'm not just going to even try it. You're saying, hey, what's possible is this could be the love of my life. Always look at everything as not what's typical, but what is possible. Understand something. You are going to die. So living your life in typical land is not living big. It's not playing big. Okay? At the end of the day, we will all die. So you need to live your life in possibility mode. What's possible? Is it possible that you could, turn your life around? Is it possible that you could just really, truly have the life of your dreams? That's what's possible. And at the end of the day, it won't matter if you live typical, because no one will remember you. But if you live the life of possibilities, you'll impact the world much more. So I hope you got value from today's lesson versus what's typical versus what's possible. If you do, feel free to share someone the video if you feel that they could use some value from this. And also, feel free to comment. Give me your feedback. Okay. Thank you. If you have any questions, email me at meetrandyjohnson@gmail.com. Have an awesome day.